member from each committee, from FinCom, school committee, is a member as well. I've been trying to do my meetings with the folks that work here in Town Hall during the day, so they can participate, because a lot of them can't make the evening commitments. And then the ones that have the committee members that have day jobs, I'm trying to meet with them in the evenings to share what we work out here with Greg and his staff. I share with them, and I bring back the information back and forth and try to keep that lines of communication. This week we started off by taking the items that I had presented to you guys as suggestions, and then Mr. Delaney had provided me some of his comments, and I had made some notes that we had discussed and just put them out to the kind of start the discussion, to open the discussion. And I just gave you an example, as the annual report is one of those things.
So I would suggest that you we put on our agenda for a discussion
Okay.
at a future meeting, next meeting,
I mean,
whatever.
Based upon what you just described, how you're trying to get it to work, which seems to be working for those that work in Town Hall during the day. Yeah, and then, so I don't know how you could have a formal committee that's gonna meet piecemeal. So you might wanna keep it, your brainstorming for a while anyway.
Well,
You know,
again, I may need some support from Craig on this, but I believe I have to do this, right? Craig, was the direction that was provided from?
Yeah, because
I agree with you, Steve.
Yeah,
I'd like to do it that way.
It seems to, might work better, and you might be able to facilitate things a little bit more.
Under the
Open meeting law.
laws. And
Well, it all depends on what you're doing.
I
mean, all you're doing is kicking some ideas
Doing
around and you're looking for
brainstorming,
input.
not making any decisions.
You're not making
It's
any
not-
decisions,
Not at all.
unless we elevate the level of a committee.
Right. I agree.
It's a group of people getting together to brainstorm over some ideas.
I wasn't going to argue with
Yeah.
our town clerk, so I told her I would. I did try to make a case, and I didn't do very well. So I told I would bring it to you guys for
Well,
discussion.
she's more than welcome to participate and brainstorm with you, but if she doesn't feel comfortable, she doesn't have to, you know. And to me, you're just trying to get some ideas together on paper.
And give
And then
give
at some
our
point,
department heads and our committee members an opportunity to share in that and provide some input. That's all I'm trying to do. And then I'm going to collect it. How I was going to do it is, once I've collected it, I'm going to come here and present it to you. And then from there, if you want to make it more formal or take something and go forward and make a change during town
I
meeting.
don't think any of us have a problem with that.
no, and once you get all the ideas down, if we want to form a committee to cull it down,
Yes,
I
right.
think that would be the appropriate time.
I agree.
Oh, that sounds good then.
Okay.
Carry on.
Great. If I said something wrong or did I present it wrong? Okay.
No, I didn't hear anything.
All right, very good.
Anything else, Michael?
Yes, just two more quick things. Month of March, Turf Committee and the Park and Rec is running a fundraiser, and they're trying to sell some bricks. I'm sure you've seen it in the paper. The reason why they're making the month of March their fundraiser is they're trying to get all the bricks sold over the month of March so they can have them produced and installed for the graduation, this year's graduation. So if you have a child that's a senior this year and you want to have a brick with their name or your family name on it or a bench, please reach out to the Park and Recreation Office. I think it'd be a wonderful opportunity to have your child's name or your family name in stone. So I ask the people at home to please give that some consideration.
You can do that through the website?
They actually do have it on their website.
I think they do.
Yep.
Might want to make the pitch.
Yep, the website. I just don't have the website off the top of my head.
But through the town link.
Oh, yeah, well, it is, but there's a specific link you can go to as well. But yes, you can go through the town website as well to reach that. And the last thing is the Wine and Food Social. It's that time of the month when we have that wonderful event, and we'd like everybody to please mark your calendar. March 25th, it's at the Hillview. The tickets are on sale in the Park and Recreation Office, and I also have tickets as well. You can give me a call, send me an email. I'll hand carry them right to your house. Tickets are $40. Best deal in town. $40, all you can, not all you can drink, because we do have the chief here, but you can drink and all you can eat. And there is also beer going to be served as well for those people that don't drink wine. Thank you. Oh, and one last thing. I want to thank the students at the high school. I attended the carnival, and what a great event they put on. I have to say I was very impressed that they made their own events at the carnival. It was a lot of fun. I missed Jeff getting the pie in the face, but I did get to see it in the paper, so that was
Few of us
wonderful.
would have liked to have been there.
Well, had I
to throw a
known,
pie
I
in
would
his
have
face.
definitely
Yeah.
made an investment. And I know Jeff's gonna talk a little bit more about Barnum. So I pass along my congratulations to them. They did a wonderful job. Thank you.
Sean?
I just have one item, and I'd just like to congratulate one person who's dedicated, I think, 5 decades to this community, being selected the Citizen of the Year from North Reading, our colleague and chairperson, Mr. Musiri. It's a well-deserved honor, long time in coming. He's dedicated countless, I can't imagine how many hours he's dedicated to this community since about 1970. And congratulations, Bob.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
I heard the event's already sold out.
Big drawing
I mean,
card.
I don't have to go.
Big drawing.
have to go, you have a seat.
But just as I might redress here, and I should have mentioned it too, but absolutely, I can't think of anybody more deserving than Bob Messeri, and I've had the pleasure of serving with him on the Hillview Commission, here on the board. I think I may have even put him to the Finance Committee once along the way, and I can't think of anybody that's more committed and made such a substantial contribution to the community than you have.
I
Very
did
deserving.
serve with your dad for a few
Yeah, you did
years,
serve
too,
with
on
my
the
father in the
committee.
school committee, you're right.
Yeah.
Very deserving. Jeff?
Yes. When I moved here in 1995, I didn't know Bob, but when one of my neighbors put out a sign for Bob Messeri and I saw him interact once, I knew that this was a special person. And the Chamber of Commerce got it right. So they're right on the ball on this, so congratulations for you on that.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
And
I feel humble here, taking a lot of credit for things that many other people contributed to along the way.
I'd also like to make note that, tonight is perfect for the Citizens Scholarship Foundation. I think our schools bring forth really great children. And they work hard, the teachers work very hard to make sure that the best come out of our youth. The middle school is putting on a play, 2 plays. One on Wednesday at 3 p.m. and one on Thursday at 7 p.m. And the first play is going to be Alice in Wonderland. They're kind of comedies. And the other one, believe it or not, is Who Killed Kevin? Kevin is a cat, and it's a comedy. Now, the reason why I bring that up, because the arts have been really flourishing here in the school, and there was a time when they were axed. And I just got to say that what the arts bring out of our youth is immeasurable. And for you who missed the opportunity to throw pie in my face, well, you will be able to do that on the 11th and 12th. They will have the play Barnum again, and as I said to the school committee at the last meeting, that this play is above the norm. You have to see it. I don't care whether you have children or not, all right? It is a superb play. And again, I'll be there for the festival, the carnival, which is 4 hours before the start of the show. So it'd be, I think, from 4 to 8. The play begins at 8. So get your throwing arms in shape, throw your pies. So I'll be there. So that's it. Thank you.
I think we're going to the play with a couple of our grandchildren.
Oh,
I
great.
don't remember which day, but
They can throw pies too.
I'll get them in training. Anything else?
That's it.
Good. I don't know whether the board acknowledged the passing of Vera Hart or not. I think
we did not, correct.
I think it got lost in our crazy February meeting schedule, but Vera Hart was she was the secretary to
Longtime
the
secretary of the board
board, right?
and town administrator.
Not during my tenure, but during yours. So
Oh,
maybe you might want to say a few words on her behalf.
I tell you, Vera was like a person who followed her, Linda Hamill. I mean, the person in that position, the assistant town administrator and assistant board, is really the backbone as to what really makes things click around here for us, for the administration. Vera served for a number of years for our community, served well, and she also had a tremendous gift of prose, and whenever we had citations and honoring of citizens in North Reading, whether it be regular citizens or employees, we always turned to Vera to put it together. And she had a tremendous sense of humor. She was extremely well informed as to what was going on, and a wealth of knowledge and information, and her service was greatly appreciated, and it's unfortunate that she's
And after
passed.
retiring, those in precinct 1 probably remember her on the check-in counter.
Yeah, she was always there. Yep. And she's been in town for probably 45, 50 years. I graduated with her daughter a long time ago. So
So, this is a little late than normal, but I think it's a direct result of our long period between meetings in the month of February. Again, I thank those that have said so many nice words about me this evening. I only hope I can live up to all of them.
chairman for life, Mr. Messeri, as far as I'm concerned.
I guess I won't comment on that, Steve, at this point. I will say this, we have town meeting, special town meeting. We need a quorum of 150 people. I think our police department deserves that we get this passed this time, and if we don't have a quorum, we can't make a vote. So we're hoping that we get enough of our citizens to attend. It ought to be a short meeting, but you never know. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes to pass this one article and move on. So this is Monday night at the high school auditorium, 7 o'clock sharp, and maybe we can get out of there. There's no, oh yes, there's March Madness going on, right? Is that,
No,
no, not yet?
Not yet.
Not for the full.
Used to conflict with the April town meeting.
April town
Always.
meeting, yeah, okay. So we might be okay on that.
I think you're a week ahead.
We seem to pick meeting dates that interfere with major events. But anyway, I wish those that are listening tonight and those that are here, make a few phone calls and see if we can get a quorum and get the Twin Bill financing passed on Monday night. With that, I'll call for adjournment to executive session for the, yes, no?
I don't have business for executive session. The issue I had was addressed at the very tail end of the last meeting, council.
Well, then, good. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Wow.
Move to adjourn.
Time is it?
Thank you.
Technically, it's an hour and a
Motion
half.
by Mr. O'Leary, seconded by Mr. Prisco. All in favor?